name's Gladie, welcome or welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is my pregnancy progression line video. I got my first positive on 8 DPO, very faint, but it was there. And line progression videos is something that I looked at a lot on YouTube because my line got lighter. Not lighter, the line itself was darker within the 10-minute time frame, but it dried lighter than the line before. I'll show you, I'll explain it, and I'll show you the tests and I'll show you what I mean. I have them all here, but I was a little bit concerned when the test dried lighter than the day before. For those of you who haven't been following my channel for a long time, I had a miscarriage just before I conceived my daughter Talia. And one of the first things that I noticed was that the line didn't get darker when I tested. I tested on, I think I got a positive on 12 DPO, and then on 13 DPO it didn't get any darker. It may have got lighter, I can't remember. So the fact that the line didn't get darker, it actually got lighter on here, concerned me a little bit, but I also had a little bit of hope because the line was darker before the 10-minute mark. I do have a photo of that test that was lighter, which was the 10 DPO one. I have a photo of it within the 10-minute mark of it being darker, so I'll insert photos for you guys to see, but I'm going to show you the dried tests now. This was my 8 DPO test, a very faint positive. So that was my test on 8 DPO, my first positive that I got. I'll show you 9 DPO, I'll show you them individually, and then I'll show you all together what they look like. This was my 9 DPO test, and my 9 DPO test got a lot darker, which I felt good about. So that's very clearly positive. It's not a squinter, you don't need to go in the light and turn it around to see the line, it's definitely there. Keep in mind that all of these things could have to do with urine concentration. They're all with first morning urine. I took them all first thing in the morning, and I don't feel like I drank more or less water each day. I drank pretty consistently the same amount of water, but still it could have been down to the concentration of the pee. I don't know. I feel like because I was taking them early in the morning, first thing in the morning, it should have been pretty consistent. So this is what 10 DPO dried like. You can barely see the line. In fact, it's about the same as 8 DPO. So if you put 9 and 10 together, you can see that the line got significantly lighter on 10 DPO. I'll insert a photo here of what the line looked like before it dried, before the 10-minute mark. As some of you probably know, pregnancy tests aren't reliable after the 10-minute mark, but it still concerned me that it dried lighter, even though within the 10 minutes the line was darker. But when I took 11 DPO, when I took a test on 11 DPO, the line got darker again. The line on 11 DPO is about as dark as the line on 9 DPO. So I was confused, I didn't know if that was good or if that was bad. This is 11 DPO. So if you put 9, 10 and 11 together, this is what it looked like. So obviously I was super confused. I didn't know if that was good or bad. I decided to take one more test on 12 DPO, and that was going to be it because I only had one first response left, and testing for the line progression was stressing me out. This is the test I got on 12 DPO. Blaring positive. That was the darkest test that I got out of all of them. So that made me feel a little bit better knowing that on 12 DPO I had a blaring positive. Whereas during the pregnancy that I actually miscarried, I got a negative test on 10 DPO and 11 DPO, and I didn't get a positive until 12. So it made me feel a little bit better knowing that 12 was like blaring positive, it's not a squinter, it's definitely there. There's 2 solid lines. The test line is as dark as the control line, so I felt much better. I'll show you all the tests together. So those were my first response tests. 12 DPO was the last time that I tested with a first response. On 8 DPO, the internet cheapie that I took was completely negative. There may have been like a hint of a faint line that I could see. The camera wouldn't have been able to pick it up. Could have also been line eyes, I don't know. But when I took a test on 12 DPO, it was very obviously there. So I haven't tested since then. I don't want to stress myself out about it. I went to the doctor's 3 days ago? Yeah, 3 days ago on Friday last week. I had my blood drawn then to check my HCG levels, and I'm going back again this afternoon to get checked, so we'll see how they go. I don't even know if they're going to take my blood at today's test, I'm not too sure. But Anyway, that is my line progression video. I just wanted to make it to put your mind at ease if you are searching this video because your line got lighter. It doesn't always mean that it's a bad thing, especially considering my line was darker within the first 10 minutes of taking the test, and you can't actually rely on a pregnancy test after it's dried. So if you're in the same position as me and you're freaking out because it dried lighter, don't stress about it because chances are everything's okay. Obviously the first time that it happened to me and the line didn't get darker at all, even within the first 10 minutes, I ended up miscarrying. But also pregnancy tests are just not a reliable way to tell whether your HCG level is going up properly. For me, it makes me feel better to see the line get darker, and that's why I do it, because it can mean that your HCG level is rising and that makes me feel good. But at the same time, Luke pointed out to me that it could just come down to the concentration of your urine and how concentrated the HCG levels are within your urine that day, depending on how much water you drank the day before or during the night or whatever. So that's my line progression video. I'm just babbling on now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow along on our journey. And I will see you guys in the next video.